Good evening, PA Figs here. So this is my Black Madeira JFE, Just Fruits and Exotics. So, still having trouble identifying this one if it's Black Madeira or something different. The leaf pattern is what keeps throwing me off. I was trying to bend that over to show you the leaf patterns, but take a look at the figs. The figs to me look very, very much like Black Madeira. And you can see this one's got a nice drop of honey here on the right. Everything about them screams Black Madeira to me, but that leaf pattern. So this one with the honey I'm actually going to let go a little bit longer. This one here, I think I'm going to pick. So this one does not have the honey drop. Well, it's got a little drop of honey on the inside. If you look real close here, you can kind of see it in there. So, I mean, everything about this fig, except for the leaves, screams Black Madeira to me. It's got the elongated neck with a little bit of green at the base of it. It's got the right color, the purplish, dark purplish color. And the last one I had, the flavor tasted very, very similar to what a Black Madeira should taste like. So let's crack this one open and see what we got. Okay, so on the way out of the greenhouse, I actually knocked off a Black Madeira that is past prime. It's maybe a little bit spoiled, so we'll have to see. But on the left here is the Black Madeira from KK. On the right is the Black Madeira from Just Fruits and Exotics. So let's go ahead and cut these both open. You can see this guy actually had no honey drop, surprisingly. A lot of the Black Madeiras get it, but some don't. Actually, let me compare the bottom here for you. So here is the comparison. So that gives you a good idea of what they both look like on the bottom. Alright, again, this one, I'm guessing, is a little spoiled. The Black Madeiras, actually most of the figs, you really have to pick earlier in the greenhouse. It's been so humid in there with the rain and the fog we've been having, but still, it should give us a good idea of what the insides look like. There's that guy. And here is the Just Fruits and Exotics. Okay. So this should give you a pretty good idea of the difference between them. And what I would say is this guy here is certainly more ripe than these guys. But overall, I mean, I'm going to have to keep evaluating because this looks like a Black Madeira to me. Most of the Black Madeiras get this a little bit of an elongated neck. And they get the center with a bit of a gap. You can see it's a little bit more of a line, although some of them get just a kind of a circular opening. And same goes for these guys here. You can see it's got the little bit of a line. I let it go too long, so that line tends to close itself up. You can see it's kind of falling apart in my hand. I'm going to taste this guy here first, but just to give you a nice close-up picture of this. Here is what it looks like. Alright, so let's try this. I'm going to cut it in half again here. This could have gone a little bit longer, actually. Yeah, see? To me, it tastes like Black Madeira. It's not as sweet as a Black Madeira is in the summer because it's been pretty chilly out, but right now, everything indicates that is a variety of Black Madeira. Now, I will say it's possible that it is different than the KK variety, similar to how a Preto is slightly different than the KK variety, but close enough to where, it's a pretty similar fig. So, the closest fig I have to the Just Fruits and Exotics Black Madeira is the Brogiotto Nero. But the Brogiotto Nero has a completely different taste profile from the Black Madeira. And it's very easy to distinguish the two. So now I'm going to try the Black Madeira KK in hopes that it is not spoiled. Let's see. Well, it's a little spoiled. Still has the Black Madeira flavor, but not as good as when they're not spoiled, obviously. It's on its way out. I should have picked that a day or two earlier. Well, let's try the Just Fruits Exotics now. Go backwards here. Yeah, it's hard to tell. This spoiled one, and I don't even know what that is. I don't think I really want to know. Let's pick at it a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just a piece of the inside that didn't develop right, or if it's some sort of bug. I have no idea what that is. Either way, I don't think I'm going to eat that. And the other piece is here. I'm not going to eat that. You can see it's starting to spoil here on this side. This side over here still looks like it's probably pretty tasty, so let me take a little bite. Yeah. It's not terrible, but this guy's definitely tastier. And this guy could have gone probably another day, but it's so close in the greenhouse. If you let it go too long at all, they start to spoil because of the humidity. And it goes for pretty much any fig I have in there. There's been a couple that haven't, but most of them still spoil. So I'm going to try this guy. It's a good fig. It's definitely tasty. I don't know, if it's not Black Madeira, it's definitely worth having. So for now, until I know any better, I'm going to call this my Black Madeira from Just Fruits and Exotics. I'll keep searching for something that matches a little bit better. It'll be easier to tell when I have it out of the greenhouse next year. Fruits and the leaves develop out of the greenhouse, because the greenhouse really does change the way the leaves look. So, well, hey, it's a good fig. It's probably the important part. And it's probably going to prove to be something slightly different than Black Madeira. But it's close enough to be, worthy of a fig to put in my yard. So, we'll see what happens. I've got a couple more ripening on this, so there'll be a couple more to come. Alright, PA Figs.